And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing now is Geno. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. That's out quickly to London. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to it.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. They'll throw with Penix. Dumps this one off to oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Nick Chubb, former prep and collegiate star here in this state at Georgia. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Geno now to throw. Flush to his right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now Geno. Flushed out right. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll run with Chubb. Stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Nick Chubb, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score.
For as good as Nick Chubb is in the open field, he's every bit as good when they line him up down near the goal line. He's a speed back between the 20s, but a power back down close, and he forces his way into the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Go. They run here with Dowdle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In motion, the tight end. And looking to throw, Penix. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Looking to throw, Penix. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now Penix. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. Forced out to his left. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Hey, we go through it. Hey, here we go. Sunday. Hold on. What's up?
Now it's Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
They set up the screen to Chubb. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Nick Chubb, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To the air, Penix. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Penix. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Nick Chubb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. In motion, that's Tolbert. A running play. It's Dowdle. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He had a man open, but he missed. It's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Go.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. To throw again is Penix. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Boye Mafe. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
And he is going to lose yardage here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Smith here, an audible at the line. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, it's a clip. Hey, here we go, hey.
Now Smith. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air, escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Here we go.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Pushing his way through and able to get this out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably hurt.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good game.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They run again with Dowdle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
A play fake. Now Penix out to his left. He's got this to Algier. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Penix to the air once more. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. His throw incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now Smith. And that's going to be incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. Nick Chubb stops short. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time. A drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. They'll throw with Penix. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Give to Algier from the shotgun.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and
And looking to throw, Penix.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19.
that's another Falcons.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th.
Now Penix. Throw left side. There's London.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's another Falcons. Let's go. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
On the run, it's Dowdle.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Penix going to sneak it.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Michael Penix
with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year.
And the Falcons have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Jackson Smith-Njigba.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix.
And that'll be incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Got an open man. It's McLeod. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
19 yards there on the catch and run. Looking to throw, Penix. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line.
The rookie from Washington putting it right where he needs to. He's got his guys a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Algier will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And this will be a Seahawks first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Smith's going to throw it. They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Smith.
He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
This is 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19. Here we go, here we go. Go.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Smith. And that is incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. This is Fant on the short completion. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go.
Back to throw.
This pass is caught by London.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Here's second down.
Let's go now.
He's back to throw. London making the snag on the comeback route. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's Smith. He'll buy some time right. Pass complete to Chubb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. So possession in overtime first goes to the Atlanta Falcons, and we are back underway. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
To the air, Penix. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, fourth down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
They are going for it. Penix. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Penix. It's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. One team squandered opportunity. It's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced that clutch turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ball game.
Could not be set up much better, could they? A takeaway on defense. Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in position for the game-winning points. Touchdown, field goal, they don't care. Just find a way to win it.
Got a man. It's Brown. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through. And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, let's go win.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he is caught. Able to slither by. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Seahawks, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.